It is a question that I get asked literally every time I am doing a live stream, and it is in regards to the applications that I run when I am on iRacing. So in today's Fast Friday video, I'm going to share with you the 3 apps that I use pretty much all the time I'm sim racing, so you can try them out yourself if you think they might be able to help you. So with that all being said, let's dive in. What's up, everybody? Thomas Brandon here. Thank you very much, as always, for joining me. And like I said, in today's Fast Friday video, we're going to be taking a look at the 3 applications that I use pretty much always when I am sim racing. Now, these 3 applications are very different in terms of what they do, and if you want to check them out, you can. I'll tell you what they are. It's no secret, and I'm even going to cover with you quickly what they do or what they can do and why you might want to use them or might not want to use them. So first things first, let's put 5 minutes on the clock and let's head over and start taking a look at the 3 applications. All right, so the first application that I've got up here is actually iRFFB. Now, I've talked about iRFFB before. I did a video on it that was called, like, the most amazing discovery ever. And when I had first discovered iRFFB, it was last year, sometime last year, it's been like a year now, it was incredible. Back then on the dirt side, we had the old tire model on like all the cars, and iRFFB, it was the first time that I could actually drive and feel the tire. It was absolutely incredible. It really was. Now, the issue with iRFFB is that it can be kind of buggy. It can be kind of janky sometimes. And when it comes to iRFFB, there's 2 types. So you basically have what's called the telemetry mode, and then you have what's known as the direct mode. Now, without getting way too far into it, telemetry mode is 360 hertz interpolated, and then the direct mode is the 60 hertz filtered ones, okay? In order to use the direct mode, you have to use another app called VJoy. Now, I had used VJoy. I used to use the direct mode, and then I started having problems with VJoy at the start of this year, and it happened right before I ran the 24 hours of Daytona, and I didn't want to have issues during the 24 hours, and so I had stopped using iRFFB. I had heard from some other people that I know that had told me, they were like, hey man, since the tires have been updated, you don't really need iRFFB anymore, just use the regular force feedback. And I was like, okay, sweet. And that's what I started doing. And then when I was doing some testing, probably about a month ago, I had actually turned this on because I wanted to see, is there really a delay, right, in terms of the telemetry, because that's always been the issue, right? They say that with the 360 hertz interpolated, that there is some lag in the steering, and so I was trying to test that. If there is, it's very small. I mean, it's like a couple 5 milliseconds. It's very, very small. It really is. And so I didn't really notice any lag, and so I have been using this again, and I'm using the 360 hertz interpolated, so I don't have to use VJoy. So this right here is an app that I have been using again. If you want to learn more about it, you can watch that video that I put out. It really is a very good app. It does make the force feedback feel better to me. I think the force feedback just feels better with iRFFB. And if you've got a mid to lower end wheel, right? If you've got like a T300 like I've got, a G29, a Thrustmaster TMX, right? Like you've got something that's got a lower end in terms of force feedback. I think iRFFB is great. I really do. And even on the telemetry mode, which people, who have had problems with VJoy, I'm just like, use the telemetry mode. I think it is a great app to use and one that's definitely worth trying out. And I'll have a link for this down in the description below if you want to check it out. All right, app number 2 is Racelab Apps. Now, Racelab Apps is a overlay application, and it's like SDK or I can't remember what the other one was. Caps is another one that's out there, and this can put things on your screen. Different standings, a track map, fuel calculator, all these different things. Now, Racelab apps, to me, out of all the ones that I've used, I like it the best. I do really like SDK overlays. I think it's great, but I use that for when we broadcast on my broadcasting network on ESRN. I don't use it for my racing. When I'm racing, I prefer Racelab apps. Now, I had initially started using caps in the very beginning. I found caps to be hard on my resources, and it seemed to cause some issues for me, and so I had actually stopped using it probably well over a year ago, and I started using Racelab apps, and I absolutely love Racelab apps. The thing that I love the most about it is this. Now, they have a free version and they have a paid version. The paid version is not that much, to be honest with you. It's a few euros a month. I think it comes out to like $5 or $6 US. It's not much. And if you do the yearly plan, it's definitely cheap. Okay, so it's something that I've been using for a very long time, and I absolutely love it. But the thing that I love the most about it is this right here called layouts. And what layouts is I can set up different overlay layouts for different types of racing. So when I'm road racing, I have a completely different layout. When I'm rally racing, which I don't do very often, I have a different layout. You know, oval racing on the asphalt, dirt oval racing, I have different layouts. Really customizable, which is really, really cool. And in terms of the types of overlays, it's kind of insane the amount of stuff that you can use on here. And one of the things that they have, which I do like, and I've been playing around more with it, is called radar, which actually will give you these signals in terms of where cars are within a certain distance around you. But overall, it's still really cool, and it's definitely something that's worth checking out. And like I said, the free version works really, really well. Like, I mean, it's not like you don't get anything. Like, you get a ton of stuff with the free version. And for the vast majority of people, probably 90%, the free version is going to provide you everything that you could possibly need. Our third and final app is the Crew Chief app. Now, I had talked about getting this for a very long time, and I had just procrastinated on it. I just hadn't done it, you know, and when I had looked into it, there was just a lot of stuff here, and I didn't really want to mess with all of it until this last week. And then I had the iRacing spotter in 2 consecutive races. And I understand the iRacing spotter is, you know, it's AI, it's part of the programming. Just really screw me over in 2 races. I had gotten the all clear, and literally when I went into the corner, I was not clear. And when I had checked my mirrors, I could not see anybody around me, and I had gotten into a car twice, you know, 2 different races. And after that had happened, I was like, I'm done. I'm going to get this Crew Chief app and try it out and see. And I can tell you right now, just based on the spotting, this app is so much better than iRacing's. It's not even funny. It really is. I don't know how these third-party apps are better than the system itself. It's really confusing, but it is. It's incredible, and it's super simple to install and set up. It's not hard, and the best thing about it is this. With the Crew Chief app, you can do Crew Chief voice commands, which is incredible. Now, keep in mind, you need to have voice recognition on your system. So if you have Windows 10, you can use this, no problem. If you've got like Windows 7 or Windows 8.1, you've got to get the voice recognition stuff on your system. But most people now are on Windows 10. And you can literally just set it up to where you have a couple of different options. So you can do voice recognition. You can do it to where you hold a button. You can do it to where it's always on, or you can do it to where it has a trigger word. The trigger word chief, I found that to be a little buggy when I tried it, in terms of certain things I'd be saying, because I live stream, and so I'll be talking to, you know, to people in the chat, and then it would be like, you know, go ahead, you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden it's like, we don't have data for that. Like it was recognizing words that were not chief as me saying chief. So I don't know if it's the way that I talk. I don't know if it's my microphone, my voice. I don't know what it is. So I just put it as a button. And so I just have a button on my steering wheel. I press that button, and then I just ask them a question. And somebody had gone through and this list of commands right here, and I'll have this list of commands down in the description below, and you just hold down the button, and then you can literally ask them this, and it'll give you the information, right? Hey, what's my opponent's, you know, last lap? What's P1's, last lap time, like, things like that. And it will tell you that stuff. And it's incredible. Not only that, if you go down further, there's pit stop commands, which is really, really important. Think about driving in a race, especially at a place like, right now, NIS is running at Richmond. Think about racing at Richmond and you're like, okay, I need to make a 4-tire stop, but when I do, I want to take air pressure a half a pound out of the left front and the left rear, right? That's something that if you're driving, if you don't have all those on your wheel, which most people don't, then you're up here with your keyboard trying to do stuff, or over here, like, it can be really, really hard to make those changes. Now you can press a button and you can see here, you can make those changes, right? Pit stop, change left rear tire pressure, new value, right? Like, you just say pit stop, change left rear tire pressure, 19, right? If it's at 18, 19, but there you go. And it will do it for you. Like, that alone is incredible. So the Crew Chief app is something I definitely recommend to everyone. Like, if you do any type of asphalt racing, asphalt oval, road, anything like that, all right, anything that's got other cars on the track, just any of that type of racing, I recommend the Crew Chief app. Do you need it on dirt? Probably not that much. Most people on dirt don't run a mirror, they don't run a spotter. But on asphalt, this thing has been incredible. I've only been using it a few days, and I will not use iRacing again without it. It's absolutely incredible. All right, you guys, so that's going to do it all for this week's Fast Friday. I'm pretty sure I didn't get that done in 5 minutes. Pretty sure I took longer, but that's okay. I really wanted to share those 3 with you because, like I said, I get asked every time I live stream, when people see my screen, or even now when I'm pressing a button and talking, they're like, hey, what are you using? And so I wanted to share those with you because, yeah, like I said, they really make the sim racing for me better, much better, much easier, much more enjoyable, and like I said, just much more fun. And it's also really cool, even though a lot of us we're adults, right? Like, I'm a grown man and I'm on sim racing, but it's really cool to be racing and then hit a button and just be like, hey, pit stop, increase my left rear tire. Like, that's just cool. There's a level of immersion that is there with it, and it just adds that to it. It's just really, really cool, and it makes it a lot of fun. So if you want to check out any of those, I'll have links for all of them down in the description below, along with that list of voice commands that you can get. And you guys, I have zero affiliation with them. I have nothing to do with them. The people who have created them, they don't know me. I don't know them. I don't get any money or commissions or anything like that. Like I said, iRFFB is completely free. Crew Chief is completely free. Racelab apps they have a free version. Yes, they have a paid version, but they have a free version. So I have no ties or anything with them. I just use them, and I just recommend them. I think they're great and definitely worth trying out. So check them out if you want. Like I said, links for all that down in the description below. Also, if you want to check out the School of Sim Racing, our community on Discord, and get on the email list and all the other stuff that we've got going on, there's a link down in the description below. Just head over to the website, schoolofsimracing.net. Click on the button that says Join Community. You'll get links for all of that stuff. Plus, we have a ton of free stuff on the website as well. Free setups, free paints, suits, helmets, all kinds of cool stuff that you can check out. We got setup guides, a bunch of stuff. And then, like I said, we've got what I think is the best sim racing community online today, where we literally have thousands of people in it that are willing to help you out, answer questions, race with you, just all kinds of stuff. It's just really, really great place to be. If you love sim racing, it's definitely a community that you want to be a part of. So if you want to check out any of that stuff, links for it down in the description below. But that's going to do it. Thank you very much, as always, for joining me. And until next time, I want to wish you good luck, good racing. Take care.